All right, thank you everybody. Obviously, a big time celebration Saturday night here at Vision Veterans Memorial Arena. The Black Bears will be raising a championship banner for their Commissioner's Cup trophy celebration. The Cup will be making one final lap around the ice. The banner will be raised following warm-ups before the puck drop in the first period. So we implore all fans to make sure they are in their seats by 7 p.m. Tickets are still available. They are going extremely fast. BinghamtonBlackBears.com/tickets, or by visiting us in person on the first floor Marabito box office, or on the hockey offices at the third floor of the arena. And you can always call our office if you can't be down here at 607-722-7367. It's going to be a great night. New home jerseys this year, along with road jerseys that will make their debut in Watertown on Friday night. And a friendly reminder that the game on Saturday will be the Black Bears' second game of the season. The season does start Friday night in Watertown at the Municipal Arena. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to head coach Brant Sherwood, and we're going to open up for questions from the media. So, Coach.
Thank you, Brooksy. We're just excited to be back here. I feel like I'm home, and I can't wait to see this building rocking on Saturday night. But first and foremost, we need to get a win on the road in Watertown on Friday night.
Coach, you guys debuted the rings to the players on Monday night. On Saturday night is really for the fans, the banner raising. Can you talk a little bit about how important it is for your team to really kind of raise that banner and thank the fans for everything that they did last year to help push you guys to the championship?
Yeah, so we had our night on Monday, and all the boys got the rings, and we had a nice little ceremony, a good dinner. But this is more of a community event for Saturday. So it's about bringing all the people together in Binghamton and Broome County, and making sure that we take some pride in our hockey in this area and watching that banner go up. But then as soon as the puck drops, we're on to the next season.
All right, I guess I'll follow up on that, Coach. To start off with the overall team this season, a lot of the team from last season returning, 16 returners, a couple new guys coming in the lineup. Talk about, I guess, finding the right combo between veteran leadership and new guys coming into this team.
So basically what you said, it's a good combo. We have about 6-7 new college guys coming in, and they really push the pace of our veterans that are returning from last year. So that was kind of the philosophy when I first got hired here, is have a good mix of leadership and some rookies coming in to really push the pace and bring that college energy.
And so kind of more of a generic question, I guess. How is it feeling looking at practice? And obviously you guys are wanting to repeat. How's it been looking so far?
So at first we were a little rusty those first couple days, but that's expected. We got better throughout the week, and we're getting better each day. So we're just trying to win win each day one at a time, and it's been going really well. I think we're gonna have a solid team, and I think we'll be competing for another championship.
Coach, you talked about the rookies coming in and how you like to have that atmosphere of college kids pushing them. One of the things that the college kids do is want to try to get to that next level. You, however, here, Black Bears, 16 returners. What about this culture? What about this program makes so many people want to come back and be a part of it again?
I try to coach as a partnership, and I really lean on my guys. I take their advice, and they're very much a part of the decision making that goes on. So I really lean on these guys. I try to connect with the younger players, and myself being a little young, maybe I speak their lingo a little bit more, or I let things slide, and it's not as harsh as some maybe older coaches might be. So I really think I'm adapted with the times, and what I notice is just seeing smiling faces when they come into the rink. So that's absolutely huge. If that's kind of half the battle, that they're excited to show up, they're excited to come back, and that just makes the on-ice product that much better. Because if you have some grumpy, disgruntled guys showing up to the rink, you're probably not going to get the best performance out of them.
Let me follow up on that real quick. I'm sure when you got 4,500, 5,000 people here, that helps a little bit. This community embracing this team, what does that mean?
It means everything. honestly helps my job a whole lot with the recruiting process. So thank you so much for the fans like showing up every night. I believe we have eight or nine sellouts. I'd like to see that get to double digits, especially during the dead of winter. So come on out and make my job a whole lot easier, because I'll keep bringing in the talent, and guys will want to return the following year.
Eggy's on loan up to the SPHL, so Sam's got a lot more reps and everything. How are you feeling about your goaltenders going into this weekend?
I'm feeling very confident. Connor, he is our number one, and we're hoping he keeps rolling like he did last year. I think he rallied off 13 games in a row with wins, and I'm very confident in him. Sam came in, and he was looking over his shoulder until Eggy got called up. Now he's getting a little bit more comfortable. He's gaining some confidence, and I just noticed he's not as stressed and having a lot more fun on the ice, and you can see it in his game.
Can you talk a little bit about those second-year rookies, the Cam Clarks and the Blake Tostos, and your thoughts on their progress this year in camp?
So this is their time to shine. They're in a better position than they were last year. Last year, when they come in, the team's already established. They can only have certain roles. Now they're going to be producers. They're going to be guys like we had in previous years as far as Connor Smith goes and Brendan Stanko. So I'm expecting them to step up and have a little bit better offensive production, and also be leaders in the room, just like our veterans that are returning.
Don Oliveri signed last week, a little bit later of a signing compared to the rest of the team. How many games are we expecting for him to play this season, and I guess for the rest of the year?
He's a tough negotiator, so it was a battle on the phone with this guy. No, he's awesome. We're super excited to have Don back. His hockey IQ, and obviously the shot that all the fans love. It's pretty electric when it comes off his stick. So he's going to help our power play, and we could expect I would say in the range of 25 to 35 games. So right around last year's number of games. So if we can get him for that amount of time, that would be awesome. We can expect him for the first few weeks, though.
Now, I know you said you guys are starting to have more fun out there at practice and whatnot. Are you guys ready for Friday and Saturday, or are you?
I never feel like I'm prepared enough, and it's maybe a little OCD on my part, but I do think we're ready to go. I think we're going to have an exciting team. It is a tough place to play in Watertown. It's a bit of adjustment. Coming from this arena to a little bit smaller ice sheet. So yeah, I'm expecting these boys to show up, and I'll make sure they're ready to go.
Coach, we've talked a lot today about Saturday, the banner, the party, all of that stuff. Season starts on Friday. How do you keep your team ready one game at a time and not overlooking the celebration that is this weekend?
Just typical process. A lot of coaches talk about it. It's been resonated through the years. It's like you just got to win one day at a time. You got to get better one day at a time. You cannot overlook the game on Friday. You can't overlook practice today and our special teams practice tomorrow. It's all about just getting better each day and just focusing on what we can do that day to just get that 1% better.
Have you reflected on the history that your team made last year and potentially could make this upcoming year something that teams in Binghamton have not been able to do before, which is maybe win a second championship in a row?
I have not, but Andreas, he sure did. He let our boys know that there's never been a repeat championship in this league's existence. So that's something we're gunning for, maybe a little extra motivation, but we're the top dogs, and we want to be there, we want to stay there, and we want to repeat.
Coach, to branch off of the preparation heading into Friday, obviously you can't fit as much as you'd like to when it comes to a practice game plan over the first couple weeks. I guess, what are you trying to focus on? I know you brought up special teams tomorrow. What has really been the focus for the first few weeks of practice?
So first couple days is just getting back into normal team practice. These guys, normally they're doing skill drills in the summer and working on their craft as far as like shooting techniques, skating techniques, all that stuff. and then getting back into the rhythm things as far as team practice goes. So first couple days, it's just a lot of 3-on-2s, 2-on-1s, a lot of competition with even numbers as well, whether it's down low, a lot of physical battles in front of the net and the corners and stuff like that. And then after like day 3, we start laying down a foundation as far as how we want to forecheck, how we want to do our neutral zone forecheck, how we want to do our neutral zone regroups, and also then going over D zone coverage, and then leaning on our O zone rotation. So there's so much information going in to these guys in the first couple weeks. Lucky enough, I have 15, 16 returners that already know the system. So they're leaning on the younger guys and making sure they know what they're doing, and we just go over things and just kind of, we're not gonna fix it until someone breaks us down. So it's been going very well, but it's hard to accomplish everything in 2 weeks. So like one thing we haven't worked on really is face-offs, and that's something we're going to add to the special teams practice tomorrow.
Which is probably when you'll probably work on power play and penalty kill units and try to putting them together.
Yep, exactly. We'll see a lot of the same units that we had last year, but I'm looking to add in some different players into the PK and power play, especially on those second and third units.